Well, welcome everybody to the call tonight. It's a Sunday night, and I know we don't usually do our calls on Sunday night, but this is a really, really special night. I want to welcome Simon Chan, who I think everybody on this call tonight knows who Simon is. He is an absolute national marketing, network marketing professional who has been in the industry well over 10 years. This gentleman has inspired me, and I think the main reason he's inspired me is my motto this year was outwork everyone, but I cannot outwork this man. He is an absolute gun. He entered the network marketing profession as a young man with a non-English speaking background and a lisp. And he spoke really fast because he was from Brooklyn, New York, but he built to a 7-figure business, and he's opened multiple Southeast Asian countries as well. So he knows this industry inside out. But what is even more amazing is that he is an absolute giver. He's a social media phenomenon. And I have learned so much in the last 3 weeks since I have been on his mastermind program. So I'm not going to say anymore. I'm just going to hand over Simon and just give them the no BS, no hype.
Hey, thank you so much, Tamara. So good to see you all here. And you know what? For all those who are watching right now live, we have 12:30 a.m. and Kiwis out there. Hey, you remind me of when I first started all the way back in 2003, the hunger and desire. I'm going to share a little bit of my story. But just honored to be here. You guys have got an awesome leader that has a great work ethic that's catching up to me in terms of her work ethic. But a great leader. And that's why I'm happy to do this. So I'm going to go start off. And if you have any questions, feel free. I'll take them at the end, okay? There's a couple of things I want to cover here. But first, I always start with purpose. Our purpose-driven life is to have a positive impact as many lives as possible. I have 3 beliefs. Number 1, we believe we're all born with unlimited potential, and network marketing unleashes that potential. Before I got started with network marketing, I never thought that I'd be able to do something like this, let alone to speak on an international webinar. I'm the shy, quiet kid, quiet Asian kid from Brooklyn, New York, that I in many ways, I still am. I'm flying out to Australia on Monday, and the first question people ask me is, Americans ask me, how long is that flight? I was like, 14 hours. Like, oh, it's so long. And I'm like, I love that flight. No one bothers me. So I'm that type of guy. My biggest fear, I get my window seat. My biggest fear is talking to like a social butterfly who sits next to me, wants to talk to me. I'm like, please shut up. I just want to be by myself, right? That's my fear. So I'm not a shy, quiet person, but network marketing, if you're really willing to embrace the journey, it can make you do amazing, amazing things. Number 2, network marketing allows us to give back more. And number 3, network marketing allows us, I think the most important that has helped me is become better parents, because you're always leading by example. The things that you learn here is not just like you keep into the business, but especially the way you think applies to all areas of your life. So, and my vision is to empower 10,000 distributors to achieve a full-time income. And so the cool thing is anyone can do this business. And I'm going to share my screen a little bit, and then we're going to do something fun. Okay, let me just share my screen. And here we go. All right, you should all be able to see my screen. So here's a little bit of my background and my 4 animals and my queen. I always call them animals because the house is really quiet until they all get home, right? Even the dog is very quiet until the kids get home. But anyway, I got started in network marketing in 2003, and I had a lot of challenges. First, I never did sales nor marketing. I didn't know how to talk to people, and I also didn't know many local contacts because I was, like I said, I was from Brooklyn, New York. I moved to LA, and most of my friends were from New York, right? I don't have many people in LA. So, but I believed in network marketing. No one really signed me up. I read Rich Dad Poor Dad. I knew this profession worked, but I struggled. So I'm going to share with you. This is our company paid weekly. This is back in November 2003. I made an awesome check of $0. Like a month in, I still made like a bagel, a $0 bagel. Then I made December 19th an egg. Then I made January 2nd, 2 months in, a pancake, right? Then it was January 9th, a donut, $0. Then January 16th, still $0. So 2.5 months, $0. And then finally, January 23rd, well, I made a $200 check. Now, ever since then, basically my company's paid me a check every single week. And there were a couple turning points. Okay. First, I focused on online duplication, especially for someone like me who didn't have many local contacts. That played a huge part where I was able to meet people. At that time, this is way before Facebook, but I was able to send the MP3 audio to my friends and they'll listen to it. And then we'll do a 3-way call. Another thing we did, and this is really important, is the consistent daily method of operation. So every day, this is saying, that Tamara was sharing before, you can make no excuses. You got to get on, right? You can either make money or make excuses. And we have a DMO called the daily method of operation, where every day you do something. So every day, you should be creating 3 pieces of content. Every day, meet 5 new friends. Every day, 5 invites. Invite 5 people. Every day, you follow up with 5 people. And every day, you set up 3 presentations. Now, some of you may think, oh, this is so hard. I don't have time to do this. I got kids. Well, I'm going to share with you how you can easily get this done. Actually, the other day, Tamara got all this done before 9 a.m., right? It is about using chunks of time. See, if you're looking for, I want to kind of like a job mentality. I want to have 3 hours to do the business. You're never going to have 3 hours to do the business. But what you can is you can have 10 minutes to do the business. 10 minutes, right? Just go out, connect with someone. You have another 10 minutes in your afternoon lunch break. Hey, just send out 1 or 2 invites. 10 minutes to do a couple follow-ups. Send out couple of presentations, right? If you look at your day and find nooks and crannies, so maybe you're taking your kids to school, drop them off at school, or you get there early, you have 2 minutes to spare. When you're in the car, in your mobile, you connect with someone. And I'll give you a tip, we're all busy. The best way to do it is put it in your calendar, in your journal. Schedule it in where every day you're going to be doing a little bit, okay? If you do that consistently, you get results. I got to start getting results very, very quickly. So getting back to my journey, I'm going to share, I've been building online since 2004. Okay, I just shared, these are 3 online strategies I use to build $1 million business. These strategies don't necessarily work today, but the exact specific doesn't work. But I share to give you a background idea, to teach you how to think about so many opportunities out there. So first thing I did in 2004, remember those computers with the big screens, was I leveraged off leaders using Google. So just like, you choose Plus, there are some doctors or well-known people that use the products, right? Or part of the profession. So what I did was, there were 1 or 2, a best-selling author, there's an Olympic athlete that used our product. And what we did was, every time someone Google searched them, I would have an ad pop up, especially for this guy who was a best-selling author. He was back then, he did a lot of seminars. Every time he did a seminar, he ran a newspaper ad. A lot of people Google him. And when we Googled him, I have an ad that came up that, and actually, he had a video, he had an audio that promoted that, hey, and there were marketing things, actually one of the best ways to get started. We'll get leads, we send them an audio, they'll listen to the audio, and then they'll go to a thing called a teleconference call, right? Which is the kind of the Zoom way before there was a Zoom. And listen to it. If they liked it, then we would do a 3-way call. And that's how I started signing up 80 people a year, just doing that. Got very cheap leads. 2007, I always had a vision. By the way, you got to go to events, okay? You have to go to events. Events are the lifeblood of the business. I went to my first conference. I didn't want to go. And actually, hold on. Let me talk about events for a second here. I went to conference. I did not want to go. Okay, my first conference. The only reason I went to my first event was, by the time I got to, this was April 2004, I was earning about 100 to 200 a week. And I was working closely with a guy that was a six-figure earner. And he definitely helped me out. So you do three-way calls. I said, we send an audio, we send people to the teleconference, and he do three-way calls. I learned so much from him. And he said, well, Simon, you got to go to this event. Like he lived kind of like you know, some of you are in different parts of Australia. Tamara lives in Perth. You probably never really see each other. I never saw this person, right? And we didn't even have a webinar. So it's not like I want to show a picture. We didn't have video back then. So you got to go to this event. So I can't. I don't have any money to go. I'm only earning $100, $200 a month. I didn't earn much in my job. So if you don't go, I'm never going to work with you. She said, well, why do you have to be a jerk like that? Like, well, you're not going, Simon. Don't expect me to work with you. You got to go. So I don't have money. It's like you can make money or make excuses. You're getting there. I was like, come on. So I'll give you a chance. If you don't go, I'm not working with you. So, I mean, of course, I was smart. This guy was like, he was just teaching me so much. So I was like, all right, I got to go. So, you know, but it was like the worst time to go. The night before I broke up with my girlfriend. Okay, so I slept only 90 minutes. And it was like a 2-hour drive. It was in San Diego. For LA to San Diego, 2-hour drive. It's about like, you know, it's like kind of like Brisbane to Gold Coast. So I'm like, I'm hurting. Now, the only thing that did save me was I did have two downlines. I had two downlines because this is talk about duplication. You lead by example. So I told my two downlines, if you want to work with me, you got to go. Because that's what my mentor told me. So so they decided to go. But I even made it easy. I'll pick you up. So 90 minutes of sleep, I didn't want to go, but I had to pick up two of my downlines. One of them I had to drive 40 minutes out of the way. So I ended up going. Somehow I made it to San Diego, and the first day, I don't remember much because I was in the car park trying to sleep. And I was emotionally kind of messed up. I broke up with my girlfriend like at 4 a.m. And then I went to bed like 4:35 and got up at 6:30, picked up my two downlines, got to San Diego. But I'll tell you, big decisions are made at big events. That event, I'll tell you, I'll admit, be very transparent, I don't remember anything that was taught on stage in that 3 days. But I did remember one thing that totally changed my business and changed my life. I met someone. Before then, I actually thought they were, now I never met someone like Tamara, like a doctor in the business. I thought network marketing was for, I didn't want to admit it, but quote unquote for like losers. People who were not doing that financially well. I know it was losers for everyone except for me. I wasn't a loser, but financially I wasn't doing well. So, but it was an awesome business. But for people who are quote unquote not winning in life, right? Maybe losers is too strong, not winning in life. But there I met someone where we're talking during the, by the way, here's another tip. The best training sessions at a conference event are often the networking is the key. So we went, not necessarily, now there's people on stage are good, but the networking. So if you just go in there, just, I'm going to take tons of notes, but you don't talk to anyone, you're not going to get much out of it. Woman, she asked her, what do you like to do for fun? I said, I like to work out, I'm exercise. And I asked her, what do you like to do for fun? And she said, I like to ride horses. I said, ride horses? Now let me ask you, I think, where do you have horses? Oh, we have our own horses. We have our own stables. Now, I knew that which type of people own horses? Poor or people who have money, right? I do know one thing, like dog food costs money and feeding horses costs even more money, oats, right? So I was like, this woman must be, I was like, how many horses do you have? So we have 3 horses. I have one and my 2 teenage kids each have horses. I was like, oh my goodness, this woman's like a millionaire. It turned out that she had like a $1 million insurance business that she started and she sold it. So she has millions. I was like, why are you doing network marketing? Well, I was like, well, I have a lot of money in the bank, but I want residual income. I'm not going back to the job. See, that dinner totally changed everything. I was like, wow, network marketing is not for not for losers. It's for winners. You know, it's all about belief. The week after that, I never made more than $100, $200 a week. The following week, I made a first $1,000 check. Because my passion, my belief was like, wow. Because when I was talking to people, talking to my friends, talking to co-workers, talking to people online, it wasn't this little network marketing thing for, you know, not winners yet. It was for winners. Someone that owned horses, was stable with 3 horses, was doing network marketing. That's number one. Second thing was I went to my first international convention. You got to go to your conference. That was another thing. Well, San Diego was one thing. Going to all the way to my international conference, I had to buy plane tickets, my hotels, and all that. I thought, I can't go. But I went because I knew by that time the event was so important, right? I knew that the San Diego thing, I went from 100 a week to 1,000 a week because of the belief. So I went, and that was when I caught the vision to grow internationally. Now, I always wanted to, tomorrow when she shared me, like I've grown a big business Southeast Asia. You don't even need to know how. I just said, I'm going to go to the next new market that it opened up. And I found out it was Malaysia. I didn't know where Malaysia was on the map. I just knew some Asian country. I found there. And I said, hey, I saw these people at conference have international businesses. I want to have international business. So I went there and we just started targeting people online using Google, people who are stay-at-home moms, who specifically who did not want to do the traditional network marketing way or running around doing meetings, but wanted to use something different. And back then, we had the first early versions of something like Zoom. Didn't even work well. Half the time, it didn't work. But we were able to get a lot of people who liked network marketing but didn't want to travel. So we were able. That was our team basically the first 30 days. That was our team. Okay. Third, last breakthrough was Philippines. Philippines, 2008, September 2008. Again, this is all started from going to the event. I had the vision. Philippines, Malaysia did well. As the next new market opening up, I'm going there. I can't believe this was like 10 years ago, but it seemed like only last month. I did Facebook ads, targeted specifically people who are network marketing companies, leaders, but we're sick of the tradition. In Philippines, network marketing is really, really big. But a lot of companies go out of business. There's not many companies out there, long-term companies like Choose Plus, have been around for a while. So there were companies who wanted to, leaders who wanted a long-term company. So we did Facebook ads that went to a website. We got thousands of leads. Okay, out of the thousands, I gave a lot to my downlines. I personally sponsored 30. Out of the 30, a lot of them all quit, but all it took is one person. And there's one person here in the gold lanyard there. This guy's Ed. He led to 7 people earn over $1 million and a download of 60,000 people. Okay, one person. So that's another thing you have to think. I recruited 30, but by then I was experienced. I was in the business for 5 years already. I sponsored 30, basically like 27, 28, quit after like 90 days. A couple became customers. All you need is one, right? And I'm always is going to be like, who is the next leader? Well, who is the next Simon? And I found, by the way, you found this guy is smarter and better than Simon. He built a team out there. Okay, and when you find someone like that, you got to be humble enough to know that. So anyway, in 2012, I became the fastest growing distributor in my company, and we always had a really pretty wedding. This is a wedding in Palos Verdes. I live about like less than 10 minutes from here, 7-8 minutes from here. We got to go to Bora Bora for a honeymoon. So this is pretty cool. We took a couple months off, and just to enjoy life, and the income kept coming in. I would say my wife is very lucky. She's lucky not because she married me, but because we got to go to 2 honeymoons. We went to Bora Bora, and then we went to the Beijing Olympics in 2008. The tickets, we got to see Michael Phelps win his gold medals. And then we just had, in 2012, had a different purpose. Realized that, God gave me the ability to coach and train, and I really wanted to make a bigger impact. So I got into coaching full time and start duplicating, right? So I was very good at duplicating downlines. We decided to duplicate human beings, a real duplication. So there was, as you can tell, we're very good at duplication because my boys look like either me or my wife, right? But I always tell my wife that I am a better duplicator because we have only boys and no girls. So there you go. So I'm going to share something with you. Some things don't use, okay? In terms of online, don't do. I'm going to turn back my camera on here. Couple of things I see people doing. Number one is, hopefully none of you do this, is On social media, don't be tagging someone if they're not in the picture. Okay, don't be tagging prospects. It's considered spam. You're online, your Facebook profile, does it look like it's a commercial? Does it look like you're a salesperson? Don't be selling. You always want to increase curiosity and decrease resistance. Write that down. I want to get increase curiosity, decrease resistance. I know you love Juice Plus. By the way, I'm a Juice Plus customer. My boys love, especially my youngest one, loves the chewables, right? Actually, a couple of months ago, we ran out, and especially my second son is, Daddy, when the vitamins coming in? When the vitamins coming in? I said, they're coming in. They're coming in. I ordered. And when they're coming in, for some reason, they didn't. I thought it was coming in soon. So when are they coming in? I said, oh, please just shut up, okay? When are they coming in every morning? So they're coming in soon. And I was like, what the heck? Why is it not coming in? Because it's been 2 weeks. Because the shipping's pretty fast. It turned out like I had my wallet stolen, and then it was my old credit card on file. So the order never processed. So anyway, I finally fixed it. The orders do come in. Maybe one day I'll show a video. I was like, hey guys, in Chinese, that's wait timing. And the little animals are running, and I give them the little chewables in the morning. So it's cute. But you guys love the product, I know. But you put yourself in the perspective of your prospect, right? If you see, just say if you, let's talk about this. If you go to a friend and their Facebook wall, is all about Toyota cars. What do you think this guy does for a living? He sells Toyotas, right? If you go to his house, all he has is real estate listings of the nicest houses on the market. What do you think this person is? It's a real estate agent. So when you connect with people, co-market or friends, they're already like, oh, wait, maybe you're trying to sell me something, right? Think about it. If someone has all real estate houses listings on there and so friendly all of a sudden reaches out to you on Facebook and you check their profile, what is your immediate reaction? This person's trying to sell me a house. So a lot of times we forget that, right? And your prospect always thinks they got to do what you did to them. Your prospect always thinks they got to do what you did to them. And this is kind of sad. I actually was at a barbecue with a good friend, and this guy from church came along. I didn't know him. He asked me what I did. I said I did training for network marketing. And he said, like, is it like one of those companies? He named a skincare company. I said, yeah. Well, how do you know about it? He said, well, yeah, those people need training. Like, it's because of that company that he doesn't use Facebook anymore. I said, what do you mean? Because like every time I go to my news feed, it's all my friends. He has a whole bunch of friends in this company. All they do is post about the skincare products or results. So I use Facebook to see what my friends are up to. To me, it's like a commercial now. And then I have to explain to him like it's kind of sad, it's like that, but not everyone does that business that way, right? That's why I'm teaching people the right way. So don't be a commercial. Okay? Increase curiosity. You want social media. You want people to be curious about. Hey, so what do you do? And then you start a conversation, and you set them to a tool. Also, the more you talk, the more you lose. Because the more you talk, what do you sound like? You sound like a salesperson. Do people want to do sales? Use your company tools, your videos. All right, couple words I see people use, and I'm going to teach you how to invite. Words you should not use. Words like business. Do most people out on the street, if you ask people whether in Auckland or Los Angeles, or you want to ask them in Perth or Brisbane, do they want to have a business? What do most people say? Can they start a business? Well, most people don't want to have a business. Number two is, even if they want to have a business, do they think they can have a business? They don't think they can have a business because to them, a business requires millions of dollars, big investment, right? So if you're using the words like a business, hey, I'm involved in a business that's super exciting right now, then immediately you're losing people. Does that make sense? Type in a 1 if it makes sense. Because most people don't want that. Now, do people like commitment? Do people like to make a commitment? Yes or no? Do people like to make commitments? They don't like to make commitments. So another bad word to use is partner. partner. Hey, I'm looking for a partner. I'm looking for a partner now. While we're doing something business very exciting, I'm working on something very exciting. We're looking for a partner. If you're a partner, I don't know what you're doing looking for a partner. Partner is a very strong word. Opportunity is another bad word, especially someone who's been in network marketing before. Opportunity. Okay, instead of partner, we're looking for some people to work with. Okay. Upline, crossline. No one knows what that means. Upline, downline, crossline. Your rank. No one understands what that means. Okay, National Marketing Director, Star Trek Commander. Who knows? Who knows? Use words that people can understand. Another one, residual income. How many people out on the street know what residual income means? No one knows residual income. You know what residual income is? Residual income is the income left over after you pay your expenses. That's your residual income. After you pay your rent, you pay your car, you pay your mortgage, your utilities, whatever. That's what most people think. Think about it. Residual is what's left over. Right. So you got to communicate in words that people understand. So what are words you could use? Hey, I'm working on something that will allow you to earn an extra $200 to $500 a month that won't interfere with your current job. Or a stay-at-home mom. We're looking for people who want to earn an extra $200 to $500 a month that won't interfere with you being a mommy. See, $200 to $500 a month, that's in language. That's relatable. You can understand that. All right, I'm going to teach you how to invite. Now, well, in terms of inviting, the most important thing is your story. Right? Your story is something they cannot basically object to. So I'll give you an example. If you say, "Well, Juice Plus is great products," Juice Plus is, I bet you they would find, they could maybe Google and find something. Oh no, see, I told you. Or the product, or Juice Plus is great stuff. Oh, but the products are so expensive. Or it's a great business. Oh, but a lot of people fail. They'll come up with something. But so whatever you say, like you send them links, whatever, they can find something that they can dig deeper. That's 100, different perspective. But they can never say something that goes against your story. So I'll give you an example. Juice Plus vitamins are so expensive. See, I don't know about that. All I know is like my kids take them, and when they're in school, a lot of kids, my friends, especially in the U.S. when I'm fluent, they get sick. My kids don't get sick. See, they can't say, the only way they can fight against that object is they call me a liar. Right? This is like a scam. I don't know. You know what? All I know is like every 3 months, I don't know what you're talking about. I get products that we use to help my family's health. Right? Work on your story. Your story is the only thing they can take away from you. They can't argue against your story. Now, if you don't have a success story, but if you do, you got to work on it. Story, with your before and your after. If you don't have a product success story, use a business story. Now, for me, I didn't have a product success story because our company's products take a long time to feel effects. And also, I joined the business because of the business, not because of products. So talk about, if you're on watching this at whatever, and now it's 1 a.m. in New Zealand or 7 p.m., what a Sunday night. You're serious. This business has given you some purpose, yes? Right? Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. Purpose and passion. So lead with that. So this is what I would say. This is all the way back in 2003, right? I showed you my checks. I made no money. I just shared hey, I'm working on something that's super exciting. This is the most excited I've ever been. And I never was excited about work. I'm actually getting up early. I'm excited about life. This is the most fulfilled I have in what I do. And I'm so excited for 2018. I actually feel this is going to be the best year of my life. I know it's going to happen. I'm super excited about what I'm working on. And I felt I wanted to share this with you. It may or may not be for you, but would you be willing to learn what I'm doing? That's getting me so excited right now. Right? That's how I invite it. Does that create curiosity? People are like, oh, so what is this? And even in my, my war market, I was like, hey, this is the most exciting. You know me. I've never been excited about school. I never did well in school. All I wanted to play all I want to do is play basketball. I actually, for the first time, I got excited about something other than sports. I'm really passionate about it. So excited. And I'm really learning. I even went to an event, drove all the way to San Diego, then went to Utah. It's totally changed my life. I'm so excited for this year. And people are like, oh, what are you doing? Now, if they ask you what you're doing, you cannot tell them. You start telling them, number one, the more you talk, the more you lose. Why you don't tell them is if you start telling them, you sound like a salesperson. Also, 99% of the people, you are going to do a terrible job in explaining what Juice Plus is, right? Number three, even if you explain it really, really, really well, you're still going to lose the person because your prospect always thinks they got to do what you did. So even I give the best sales presentation because I'm a salesperson. They think, well, I can talk like you, Simon, so they're not going to join. Okay, there's a time we're going to talk a little bit more about this. Well, my ego, I was like, oh, I don't need my freeway. I don't need to use tools. I'm going to explain everything. And I lost every prospect. And I was making six figures already. And you know what my friends would say? So, well, Simon, how long have you been doing this? I was like, 4 or 5 years. And you're making six figures. Like, yeah. So they would say, oh, I'm super happy for you. I've seen how you changed from a shy, quiet kid to what you're doing now. But I just don't have time. I'm really happy for you, but I don't have time. So I realized I lost people because I was too good. This business is about selling that any dumb idiot can do the business. So then I start changing. I was like, all right, even for my own prospects, I have someone else do a presentation for me. I use a tool. And they said, well, Simon, I don't like to sell. I said, well, did I try to sell you? And they're like, no, not really. So all I do is ask you extra money. And the tool, the video did all the selling. Or I used another guy called John in my downline. John did all this. John does all the work. See, that's why this business is so cool. John does all the work, and I make money. So the more you talk, the more you lose. Okay, so getting back to invite, you want to lead with your story. We are going to do a little working session here where I'm going to have you invite a couple people. You ready for this? So in the invite, let me share my screen again. You're going to invite, say you lead with your story, your vision. So if you have a product story, you go, hey, I just want to share something I'm super excited about. This thing totally changed I had some health problems last year. I took something that's totally helped me out. I'm in the community that's actually helping people. Very, very excited. 2018 has actually been the best year. I'm very excited about it. And it may or may not be for you, but I'd love to share. May or may not be for you, but would you be interested to taking a look? All right, if you have a product story. I'll give you an example like some people use. For example, weight loss, right? Some people do weight loss. Hey, I've been so excited. I lost like 10 pounds using these products. Totally changed my health. I have more energy. Now I have a passion to helping other people lose weight. I felt the best I ever have in the last 10 years. I'm working on something very exciting. It may or may not be for you, but would you be interested to take a look? If for business, maybe you don't have a success story yet, right? You share your vision. So share your vision. Hey, I got working on something so excited, so passionate, and then I see myself in 3 years, I can finally get out of this job I really cannot stand and spend a little bit more time with my kids. This is giving me purpose, passion. I'm working with amazing community of leaders. And I just got off of a training call of an American who's been a 7-figure business. So excited. And this may or may not be for you, but would you be interested to take a look? All right, what we're going to do here, for the next 5 minutes, every one of you is going to invite at least 3 people. Okay? I'm going to set the timer here. And so get working. So this is the only training where you actually get to take, most times with trainings, they tell you events, put away your mobile phones. I'm actually going to tell you, take out your mobile phones and start inviting people. Ready? 5 minutes. On your mark. I'm going to set a timer here. Get set. Go.
Just snuck through from 12 down to 9 into the second part of the final, and now he goes for a medal.
Hey, someone's not inviting. What's going on? You're watching Olympics? Still inviting. Let's get going. We got 3 more minutes. Okay, 1 more minute left. Okay, I'll give you extra 30 seconds. Okay. Anyone got sent out 3 invites? Okay, type it in. How many did you send? 3? Anyone got 2 or 1? Okay, good job, Jessica. Amber. Good. Lucy, good. Janine, 4. Okay, Abby, 4. Good stuff. Good Bronwyn, 2. Good Jay, 2. All right. So let's move on. How many of you have a prospect that you need to follow up with? Anyone have prospects you need to follow up with? Hey, if you don't have anyone to follow up with, you haven't been inviting. What have you been doing? All right. So follow up. So follow up, I'm going to teach you my foolproof follow up. Okay. Follow up, very simple. You're going to ask them 2 things. You're going to give a win or update. And then you're going to ask them, do you know anyone who would be interested? Important key is don't bring up the video or the business. Okay, I'll give an example. So it could be if I was following up with Sarah, I could say, what's a win or update? A win or update. Hey, how many of you are fired up from this training? I've learned something, right? If you're fired up from this training, that's an update. That's a win. Because, hey, I just got off from an amazing call from America who built a 7-figure business. I've learned so much. You know, my 2018 has been exciting. It's even better right now. Hey, by the way, do you know anyone that'd be interested to earn some extra income from home? Okay, you share your win or update. Or I just came from a conference. It's been so amazing to be part of this amazing community. Learned so much. Hey, by the way, I thought about you. Do you know anyone that'd be interested to earn some part-time income from home? A win and update, or for you, and you can. Hold on, am I still here? You guys will hear me? Okay. Funky. I think someone logged in from my Zoom account. Something popped up. I was going to get logged out. A winner update could be you leverage off someone's story, right? It could be, hey, I just got off at I love my business. I just got off an amazing call from a guy in America, built a very successful business. Hey, by the way, do you know any Americans that'll be interested in some part-time income? Or you go to, you talk to Tamara. Hey, I just got a great coaching call session from Tamara. I learned so much. She's a physician. I just made me think about you. I know you're a doctor. By the way, do you know any doctors that want to earn some part-time income outside of the practice? Okay, you go to a conference. You hear someone like gym owner. It could be a gym owner. You hear gym owner like Adam Westwick, right? He used to be a gym owner. Hey, I just went to a conference, saw this guy on stage, super inspiring. He used to be a gym owner, he's living a crazy life, and now he's doing so well in this business. Made me think about you. By the way, I know you're a trainer, but do you know any trainers or gym owners that'll be interested to earn some part-time income? That is how I followed up. And I have people call me a follow-up fiend. I'll put it in the calendar. I'll keep on following up. Every 6 months, I have some update. Hey, I just came back from, you all having a retreat next weekend. Hey, I just came back from an amazing event out there, retreat with Tamara. It's awesome. Learned so much. It made me think about you. By the way, do you know anyone? You just always keep asking. You don't ask. The key is don't bring up the video. Here's where people go wrong. Oh, did you watch the video? Did you watch? Don't do that. Because then they say, oh, so that's why you're contacting me, right? Just dripping on them. And they're going to either do a couple things. Number one, they'll ignore you. So what? Number two is they will say, oh, yeah. A lot of times they will say, oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm interested. Life just got in the way. I haven't watched that video yet. Third is they will actually give you a referral. I don't know anyone, but hey, check this. I thought of someone. All right, so Valerie, selling the Sunday, just got a reply from a prospect. That's awesome, right? Good stuff. All right, so for the next 5 minutes, I want you to see how many people you can follow up with. What's your winner update? By the way, here's another tip for you, right? How many people, learn to think in stories. How many people and contacts would be, I always think about creating stories, different ways to create stories, got like a coaching call from a person who's built a 7-figure business, from an American who's built a 7-figure business. How many people have experienced that in Australia? A lot of people? Not many people. So that's a win and update. Hey, I just got something really cool. I just got off of a coaching session. I'm in the middle of a coaching session with an American from Los Angeles, built a 7-figure business. it's just validates what we're doing. It's been so exciting. And I thought about you. Do you know anyone that'd be interested in some part-time income? Or do you know any Americans that'd be interested? Okay, when you go to your company events, that's why going to events is so important. Collect stories. So that woman that owns stables, every time I met someone, hey, you know what? Every time I met someone that loved horses, animals, I will use her story. All right, so we got 5 minutes. We're going to see follow up with at least 3 people. Ready, set, go. I'll give you 1 more minute. All right, so how do we do? Three, anyone with it 4, 5, anyone get replies back? Good stuff, Jessica. Okay, so what if you got a response? What was the response? Okay, they'll get back to you. And they may not get back to you. So if they don't get back to you, then you, you know, another, you don't need to follow them every day. Depending on the, if it's like a brand new prospect, maybe give them a couple of days. Some older prospect, once a month, once every 3 months, once every 6 months. Basically, put it in your calendar. Okay, I like to use Google Calendar. That reminds me to do follow-ups. So good stuff. Valerie did 9 follow-ups. Now, I want to share something. What do you do if someone says, I'm interested, but can you just explain to me? I don't have time to watch the video. What would you do? Okay, you never explain the video. It is recruiting. Something that helped me become a top recruiter was having, you know, you may have heard the term posture, right? Posture always means, posture is, hey, I don't need you, but you need me. Because there's only one and only you, right? You got the business. You got the opportunity. I always say to myself, hey, I don't need you, but you need me. You want your prospect to listen to you. So if someone says, oh, I don't know, how come you just can't tell me explain to me? If you start explaining, you sound like a salesperson. And the more you talk, the more you lose. You're going to go down a rabbit hole and then next thing you know, oh, I'm not interested. So if someone says, hey, can you just explain it to me? So you know what? That's not what we do. Just take a look at the video. If you don't have time to look at the video, then this is probably not for you then. You take it away from them. When you take it away, what happens does that increase curiosity? People, you know, even when they go to sleep at night, they go, what was the video? They'll think about it. They'll come back to you later. A lot of times people are just testing. If you think about this, if you're the leader, right? It goes back to your vision. If you apply for a job, and you may have online interviews, and then the HR, the boss, say, come into the office. We want to interview you. Do you say, well, I don't really want to come in. Can we just talk on the phone? Would you ever say that if you're applying for a job, right? You wouldn't say that. So if a teacher told a kid, hey, you have to come into the classroom. We'd like to talk to you, to the principal. Could the teacher, no, I'm not coming to the principal's office. Can we just talk on the phone? Can we just FaceTime? No, you can't, right? If the police says, hey, pull over, do you tell the police, let me just cross the light and just go to my house and pull over there? It's a little bit easier. They don't. People are conditioned. This is about psychology. People are conditioned to listen to authority. If you act like authority, be authoritative, they will start listening, paying attention to your business. Most people, you become a needy or desperate. We think that we're doing a prospect a favor by making it easy for them. People don't want things that are easy. There's no one in this world that wants oxygen because it's easy, it's free. It's when you can't get oxygen, that's when you want it. So if someone says, tell me the video, I say, well, I'm sorry, that's not what we do. If you don't have the time to look at a video right now, this is not for you. Maybe some other time. And you take it away from them. You don't even give them the video. Have them come. I just did this with someone the other day. She's like, well, I don't explain it. I said, don't explain it. So she said exactly, she did exactly, text exactly what I told her. And she came, and the prospect came out, oh, I'm sorry, I was just messing with you. I'll take a look at the video. All right? It's really important. Remember, the more you talk, the more you lose. Has this been helpful? Good stuff? All right, I'm going to, let's wrap up. I've got something cool to share with you. If you are, that will also help you out tremendously, okay? How many of you feel that you've got good results in the last 20 minutes? Feel like you feel good that you've actually did something in the last 20 minutes. Type it in if you feel like you got a lot of, some of you, maybe we did more in the last 20 minutes than you have in the last week. Maybe. You don't need to admit if you were like that, okay? So you got to get this daily routine down, okay? So I'm going to share something with you that I think will help you benefit all of you here. Is if you feel like you like the simplicity, I'm going to help you get results. Obviously, our time is coming to a close now. But get ready to discover if you actually grow your business in 3 days. Now, I know you guys have an amazing event coming up next weekend. It just turned out, because of planning-wise, that's also, I'm going to Australia for a huge event of 1,000 people in Brisbane. But even if it was planned out that way, the tickets are basically all sold out. There's 1,000 people. We have maybe like only 10 tickets left. So we're going to fit everyone. So next week, we're doing a huge event. We can discover if you actually grow your business in 3 days. So no BS, no hype. Also, some in New Zealand, you may not be able to come over. We made a live stream available. Okay. The live stream is not just like any training event. It covers the 10 stages on duplication where you're actually going to grow your business. So a lot of training events, you take tons, maybe some of you know, you take tons of notes, but you get overwhelmed and no action is taken. How many of you did you like the action we took? For 20 minutes, I made you made you follow up. Was it good? Helpful. So imagine doing that for 3 straight days. Okay. And by the way, if you miss because you have an event, you get to keep the live stream for 12 months. So you can watch it afterwards. So you're going to feel confident, okay, as you create 15 posts that track prospects. Okay, so 15 posts that track prospects. Tamara has her live stream ticket already. So we're going to work on creating social media posts. So this is the only event where it's kind of like this. Instead of 5-minute silence, we'll have 30 minutes of silence. I'm going to guide you, and we're going to work. You're going to work on getting 15 new friends on Facebook so that you got someone that you'd be interested in your business immediately. Also, you feel better as you reconnect with old friends that have been hiding. How many of you have friends that have been hiding from you? Like, you message them, you call them. They're kind of like in the witness protection program. They're hiding. But you go on Facebook, like, oh my goodness, they're still alive. Well, they're just not alive to you, right? It doesn't feel good. You'll be able to reconnect with old friends that have been hiding from you. We're going to do that, at least with 10 friends. And you never again be discouraged as well, because I know discouragement, disappointment. And so walk you step by step on how to create a mental movie that help you increase your EQ, your emotional quotient. Okay, so you're going to grow your business more in 3 days than it's ever had in the past 3 months. So this is a live stream. It's just not another training event. It's a working session. You get 12 months access, and you get a downloadable worksheet, which I am working hard on. It's so you follow along in the live stream, and I'm guaranteed you get immediate results after the first day. Okay, by the end of the 3rd day, your business will be at another level, and you have access for 12 months, and you can repeat the exercises I highly recommend every month. So for 12 months access, you've only $97. Okay, you can go to mlmnation.com/livestream. Couple other things is I also, because I know you're going to get results, I have a personal 100% no BS money back guarantee. If you do not get a customer or distributor within 30 days after watching the live stream and doing all the exercises in the worksheet, I'll refund your entire investment of 97 bucks. Okay, so basically, I'm putting my mouth and my money on the line. If you do order, now you do have to show me you've actually done the workbook. Okay, the workbook, and I'm actually finalizing it right now. Okay, the workbook. I'm putting a lot of time into this. So I actually didn't mind waking up early so I could actually get finalize this and send it to the printer before my kids wake up in like 2 hours. So if you do not get a customer or a distributor within 30 days, I'll refund your entire investment, 97 bucks for the live stream. Okay, but you do have to show me that you can take a picture of your workbook that you actually filled it out, the people you reached out to. I'll probably may ask you for screenshots of your phones. You're actually inviting and doing the work, okay, before the refund. So, and here's something cool. If you actually think about it in the border, I want to do something special for tomorrow. Anyone that gets it tonight, before you go to bed tonight, and I'll give you Perth time, okay, midnight tonight, we'll get a free 60-minute group coaching call with me. Okay, so that is going to be, we would do that. There's a $2,000 value. We will do that 2 weeks after the live stream to make sure you stay on track. Okay, so we follow up. If any questions or things you have, it'll be smaller. It wouldn't be as big, like 47, 60 people. We will split them in different sessions. Okay, so I can find out what have you actually implemented, where you're stuck at. So there you go. You get my guarantees, 97 bucks. Go to mlmnation.com/live stream. $97 is in US dollars. Okay, US dollars, and you get the guarantee. If you don't get a customer or sign up someone within 30 days, I'll refund your money back. All right. But anyway, I would just want to thank you for the time. I just want to thank you for Tamara, for inviting me, getting me on here. Also, great leaders like Sonny and Valerie Gamer. They're rock stars out in Perth as well. You guys are with an amazing, amazing company. I know sometimes things can be challenging, but you are with an awesome company. Not many companies like Juice Plus. I interviewed, 500 people. A lot of people, they do well, and then the company unfortunately goes out of business. Juice Plus has been around there. You have a proven track record. Awesome product. My kids take the product. So thank you for being part of this amazing profession. I mean, Sunday night, your time, we start out, and you guys are all on here. I know you have other things to do with your kids. You make the time to be here. So thank you for being part of this amazing profession, for having me. And thank you again, Tamara, for everything you do. You're with an awesome leader. And I know you all have an awesome event next weekend, and go to events. And there you go. Thank you, everyone. Remember, we're in the profession to help others to go out there and have a positive impact on someone's life today. God bless you all.
Oh, Simon, thank you so much. Everyone, just a massive reach out to Simon, massive reach out to you guys. So much gratitude for having you guys